The question is, are there children soldiers in the United States of America? And I would say yes. Now you might say, well, where are they? Who are they? Etc., etc. And it's a very complex understanding, but we have children soldiers. Now, the reason why there's a convention against children soldiers, first of all, when God was in charge of Israel and he sent them out in battles, he never sent women nor children, nor did he even send men who were scared, who were crying, who were begging, who didn't want to go. It was the first volunteer army. People volunteered, but he chose the best. And it wasn't from physical prowess or agility or whatever. It was straight up those who trusted in him and who were confident that he would win and demonstrated confidence. Others were studying, oh, I have this land, I bought it, this car I bought, this mom, this, and all these preoccupations. They were to go home. Now, why wouldn't he want to send women and children and cowards to war? Well, first of all, women are supposed to be peacemakers and lovers and preserving life, etc. But there's some war things that have to be done, so they don't want to change their culture and make them into beasts. Lest they will eat the kids and kill them and kill even the husbands. Create a whole bunch of problems when all they have to do is just ignore it and just don't even worry about it and everything will just straighten out. But children, basically, boys and girls, well, the girls can be the same thing like the women, but the boys, they're too young to battle. Now, battle is a dangerous place. It's brutal, it's cruel, it's inhumane, it's just name it. That is kind of like hard on developing minds. Even big men crack up and go crazy. Now, children might not necessarily have similar experiences as the older, but they will have different problems because they don't seem to understand that when you get shot, it's over. They might just think that, oh, that wounded like what I saw in the pictures or whatever. Everything will be good, but you're going to die as long as that bullet penetrates your thorax, your chest, or abdomen, or whatever, and it tears a couple organs in there. It's just a matter of time, and death nail is going to be hammered in. And it also warps their development. It makes them either callous, um, um, makes them brutal, cruel, and it obstructs their development. They're not developing happy and peaceful until they get old and they get into war culture. But it would pervert their development and make them into some imbeciles because their minds are going to be damaged irreparably. Because there are many old men, many mature people go to war, and yes, it's a horror experience, but still they come back, not unscathed but not destroyed. And so God never wanted children. So how then American children are involved in wars? Well, there are actual wars and there are wars in the mind. In the battlefield, it's an actual war, but also it's in the mind, right? You have to be visualizing it, and you have to go through the paces that you have to do: kill, kill, kill. See others got killed, see others got mutilated, brutally hammered, and so on. And the culprit is television and computers and perhaps tape recorded radios, in which you hear many Calypsonian, not Calypsonian, but rappers rap about, shoot up the place, this war kind of mentality. So that ups development. And then you have the video games where they see the carnage and they see the bloodshed and all that stuff. And then also there's some websites they go to where they could be the shooter and they shoot everything on sight. I recall teaching in a school. Guys wanted to come into class early, but I said no. Wait till everybody is in here. But they said, yeah, we want to do something in the computer. So I said, get yourself to the 6 of you and you could come in. And then they went to the computer. I don't know what they were doing. I was preparing something, marking papers or something. And eventually I saw this guy raise his hand in victory. And his friends were excited for him, etc. And by the way, this is fireworks in Puerto Rico. This noise is so outrageous that they're doing it all through like 3 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock at night. I mean, it's I don't know how to do it. Anyway, um, so he raised his hand. So they haven't turned off the computer. So when I went and I saw what was happening, he had a gun, and people were coming in from all ways through the window, through the door, out of the car, and he shot every one of them straight up. All of them died and lied on the ground, bleeding and all that. And it was still as war, because what's happening is that I'm discovering also that many times you hear of assassinations. They call it assassination when you shoot somebody. It's assassination here in Puerto Rico, but in the States it would be first class capital murder. The guys now are shooting you in your head instead of your hand or your foot or your chest, because you might not die if you're shot in the chest, but when you're shot in the head, even if you're not dead, you really can be no good witness. All right, so to make sure there's not going to be any witness. And usually when they shoot you to the head 2, 3 times, you're dying right there. Um, and they just calmly put the gun up, walk away, go and start the car and just drive off slow, and just they're not speeding away again, because that could, sort of give the police some evidence or suspicion that this person might have been involved in that crime. And they just operate like they're normal. So how is this? Apart from being evil and being conditioned by the devil to do horrible things and still be normal, they've been conditioned by the type of things they've been doing, watching the various war shows, they listen, singing the rap songs, playing the video games, watching the brutality and the inhumanity to man on television and on video games and so on. And like even in New York, where Brandon from Los Angeles went up to Manhattan, checked out his hotel. The guy was there waiting for like half an hour, parked the car, silver car, come out, put over his hoodie, shot him in his head. When he fell down, he just put up the gun, walked back to the car, opened the door, sat inside the car, drove off slow, stopped at the traffic light, turned, and gone. So, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this is war. And it's creating the type of kids that will go and shoot up elementary school, shoot up 6-year-olds, as in Adam Lance in Newport, Newtown, Connecticut, at the Shady Shady Hook Elementary School there in Newtown, Connecticut, and various other places. They're so calm and so methodical and so on. And when you're doing these kind of heinous crimes, killing somebody, it's something horrible. People usually run away, and they end up with mental problems, and they have to confess because of the persecution that they're going through, etc. But no, none of that. And the reason is because as children, they have so many experience in watching and killing in make believe on in video and on a computer and on the television, that they're just conditioned to just be callous and indifferent, apart from being evil and mentally ill. So, war with children would make them mentally ill, make them sadists, make them terrorists, make them heinous killers, and so on. And so we have to watch this and try to see if we could limit the amount of influence children are having in relationship to violence and killing and dying and stuff like that. And this is how I see that it's like having sort of military experience, like being on the battlefield, because it's nearly the same thing. Killing people, it's just that it's not actual, but this make play and so on could work as if it were the real deal.